Recording videos is hard. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Ned over at My Philippine Dreams, N to the E to the D over at MPD, coming at you from Dumaguete City, the city of gentle people. Today is August 17th, 2019, the first day of the rest of our lives, and let's file this under A Fool and His Money. This is actually this was reported on August 12th, about a week ago, and I was waiting to see if there was going to be any other developments. Let's get right into it, shall we? American forgives Filipino girlfriend after 5 million peso fake kidnap plot. The head of the police's anti-kidnapping unit, that's what they call it the AKG, the anti-kidnapping group, has described how a woman tried to trick her American boyfriend with a fake kidnap scam. He's a colonel, Janelle Estomo, anti-kidnapping group Philippine National Police head, also detailed how the woman had already taken the 41-year-old American male for nearly 15 million pesos. That's around 300,000 USD before the 5 million kidnap scam. Keep in mind that no names have been released on this, probably to protect the foolish. Colonel Estomo told all about the unnamed couple's relationship after his agents were sent to rescue the woman from a budget hotel in Dagupan City on Saturday, August 10th. When they arrived, operatives stormed the room and found the 40-year-old Filipina safe and alone. Despite the clear indication of fraud and the woman's past behavior, the American boyfriend has opted not to press charges. Colonel Estomo went on to say, "It all started with her American boyfriend went to the Philippines in May this year and discovered that their savings in the bank was already emptied. The couple had met in Kuwait 4 years ago. She was probably OFW. Then when the Filipina returned home, the American began sending her money. Some of this was intended to cover her daily expenses. I guess it's a bit of an allowance. But the bulk was intended to cover the purchase of a house. Altogether, and again, the American sent around 15 million pesos, about 300,000 USD. When he returned to the Philippines in May, he estimated that their bank account should be in credit to the tune of about 5 million pesos. However, it contained just 300 pesos. That's about $6. Despite this, he said he would forgive and forget before inviting his girlfriend to come with him to the United States. According to Colonel Estomo, she refused and went missing after burning their house in Caba, La Union. All right, so on top of all this, she also burnt down their house. No more was heard of her until Saturday when the police received information that she had been kidnapped by 2 armed men who were demanding 5 million pesos for her freedom. The anti-kidnapping group spokesman said it was the American's daughter from a previous relationship who received the demand, so it was the American's daughter in the U.S. After the family demanded proof of life from the supposed kidnappers, the woman sent a photo that somehow gave away her exact location. I guess you can file this under turn off location data on your phone settings. After storming the room in expectation of meeting armed kidnappers, they found the woman alone and in possession of several bank withdrawal slips. Under questioning, she admitted that her kidnap was a hoax. After contacting the husband with her findings, he opted not to press charges. According to Colonel Estomo, they have already gotten back together. Colonel Estomo added that although fake kidnap scams are not all that uncommon, it was unusual for an intended victim to be so forgiving. 5 days ago, it was announced that the Philippine National Police themselves are going to be filing charges against the woman. Also, the PNP-AKG, the anti-kidnapping group, has recorded some 35 hoax kidnapping incidences from 2017 to 2019. All right, a few things to keep in mind. Love is a hell of a drug, and if you put all your bullshit aside, it's something that we've all succumbed to at some point. Usually we're capable of rational, logical thought, but when you fall in love and all those emotions are there, all that logical rationality goes right out the window and you're stuck there in an emotional mess. And that lens that you're looking through can be really distorted. Like I said, everybody's been guilty of this at some point. We've had our judgment clouded by the relationship that we're in. Myself just recently, Brian, you were right. I can't believe the sum of money involved in this. It's really important for us when we're getting into relationships for anybody to try to think as clearly as possible. And sometimes, again, when we're under the influence of love, we're not thinking all that clearly. So we have to listen to our friends and we have to listen to our family. We have to be honest with them about what's going on and we have to listen to them. Because it's the people like that in our lives who are sometimes, and God bless them, they're going to tell us the things we don't want to hear, but that we need to hear. And this guy needs his friends and family to tell him to go find somebody else. Because in all truth, there are millions of eligible bachelorettes in the Philippines. There's Filipinas all over the place. Lovely, smart, intelligent, charming, witty, all that stuff. And when you find somebody like this who's taken 15 million pesos already from you, burnt down your house, and then tried to extort you for another 5 million pesos, it's time to move on. What are your experiences with scams in the Philippines? Please leave it down in the comment section. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Until next time, everybody, puppies and rainbows, keep dreaming. Hey, if you consider our work to be of any value, consider supporting us on Patreon. If you're a Patreon, you get a free copy of my ebook, and we do monthly Google Hangouts. So consider doing that, if you would please.